Hello everyone, this is Quiversee, and welcome back to Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland! Well, with the main game finished and the boss endurance finally addressed, let's take a look at the last little bonus mode here, Meta Nightmare. Save Dreamland as Meta Knight. Meta Knight has set out to practice his swordplay. Use his blade to clear the way. You can't save. Okay. That would be a problem were I playing on the actual original console, but considering I'm on virtual console, I can make a save state if I need to, so no worries. This is what I was expecting. It's gonna be playing through the game again, but with Meta Knight instead of Kirby, so okay. Meta Knight can, of course, fly. I love how he kind of glides when he runs, but not really. He, of course, attacks with sword. Does he have other attacks? He can charge up. His dash is with the sword, kind of like when Kirby has it. He can do a down stab. That's nice. Oh, he doesn't do the aerial sword spin, though. Interesting. Does pause tell me anything? Okay, yeah, it does. So, and that's all he does. He has the sword, the upswing, the down stab, and the dash. And that's all we have. We have, basically, it's like playing with an upgraded sword through the entire game, huh? That's actually kind of neat. But I'm guessing otherwise it's going to be mostly the same. Also, I can't help but notice we only have three health. So this is also just like extra mode. Which I guess makes sense. I actually don't remember if you have to beat extra mode to unlock this or not. I kind of wish I had checked that before. Like to see if this was unlocked before I played through extra mode. But I guess at the end it doesn't really matter. I'm already being reckless and getting myself close to death. Here on, you know, level 1. Whew, almost died right there. And yeah, being underwater does not appear to hinder him in the slightest. I wonder, like, he would have to be able to break the buttons, right? Oh, he doesn't even get a bonus game. And we can't do those, bonus games either. So in the way, it's even harder because those are ways to get 1-ups. We don't have any way to get those. Unless we just, you know, find them in the wild, as it were. But at the same time, I love it. You get the Warp Star and he just spreads his wings. He is not actually riding the Warp Star. That's Kirby's thing, not Meta Knight. Looking at the damage he's dealing into, like, that Poppy Rose, it looks like that his sword does more damage than when Kirby has sword. Honestly, what I'm most interested, though, in seeing is what's gonna happen in the boss stages. Like, the first few are obviously gonna be the same, like, you know, with Wispy Woods and Paint Guy. But what about when you get to the Meta Knight boss fight? And for that matter, what about the parts where Meta Knight sends his army after you? That's what I'm really curious about. How's that gonna be different? You know, I know this is probably not gonna be what happens, but for the boss fight against Meta Knight, I would really love it if you're just fighting Sword Kirby. That would make my day if that were the case. But I know that's not gonna be what happens. There's no way they'd do that. Now, I guess until we get to either of those things, it's just kind of going through the motions with sword in hand. So, I mean, ultimately, this is really cool, but it is just kind of the same as as playing the main game otherwise. So I'm not really sure what else I can add to this, unfortunately. Wait, did his death... It was kind of hard to tell. It looked like his death was him just losing his mask. Which is kind of hilarious, considering that's what happens when he dies in, you know, when you're fighting against him and he just runs away. But I couldn't quite see for sure because of the fireball. I can still go in here and get copy abilities for free. And by which I mean murder them so Kirby can't have them. Meta Knight would. He totally would if he could. You know he would. Yeah, his sword definitely does more damage than Kirby's sword. That only took 4 sword swings. It looks like it's doing roughly double damage, I would have to guess. Also, I'm not finding any 1-ups. Like, I feel... Like, I know we're still in World 1, and there weren't that many, but I feel like I've passed a few by now as Kirby, right? Is this gonna be a situation where a game over is, like, a hard game over? Like, you just lose? I don't know, but Meta Knight also is empowered through pure sugar. Oh no, there I get my answer, and it even has a unique sprite where it's Meta Knight with the 1-up. That's actually a nice touch. And a lot more reassuring, because I was starting to get worried. Well, let's see how fast Wispy dies. Yeah, that's about right. Also, I just now noticed that Meta Knight doesn't have a score counter, he has a timer. So this is basically like a time attack mode in its own way. Go through the entire game. I kinda dig that, actually. Right, well, let's just keep on progressing, because obviously this is gonna be a much faster experience just by merit of having less extra stuff to do and always having a sword in hand. Plus, now that I know I'm being timed, I kinda want to see what time I can get. Why the heck not, right? Just keep on stabbing, Meta Knight! Alright, get away from him. Oh, really? Ambushed by a wayward parasol. I mean, I should have seen it coming, to be fair, but... that was still stupid. Ooh. Okay, I'm not sure if when Kirby does the slice dash, it does this, but I can't help but notice that Meta Knight's pierces. It doesn't, like, bounce off him like when Kirby does his standard kick. I feel like that's unique to Meta Knight. And it actually makes a pretty big difference in some situations, if that's the case. Even at a distance, it's still just him with his wings spread. It looks so weird, him flying like that, when he's not even moving his wings. He's not flapping his wings. It's so weird. Alright, not today, Wheelboy. Okay. Important thing I just learned there. This, better make sure that's a killing blow, because otherwise, otherwise problems, because, yeah, no. Oh no, he just explodes and his mask falls away. Okay, he doesn't go away, he just explodes. But, yeah, you don't bounce when you do the down stab. So I'm just gonna stay up here. This is where Kirby would normally be wheeling his way through joy and happiness. But this is where Meta Knight is going to be very slow and then jump on a guy getting hurt. Come on. Alright, you know what? We'll do that. There we go. Go ahead and patch up and finish the stage. Alright, on to stage 3. And so far, this is going by extremely fast, even with situations like that, where we can't go as fast as Kirby just because of a lack of powers. I don't know why I was having such a hard time with that spot right there. Oh, look, a UFO that I can't get. Feels wrong to just stab a UFO with a sword. It really does. But that's the Meta Knight way. Right. You know, I was able to verify that I can stab up, but can I stab down? Yes, I can, and it still makes me go down fast. That actually could come in handy just in terms of picking up speed going down in the water. I forget how to get to that 1-up. Has my ship already sailed on that? No, it has not. Let's get it. There we go. Get that 1-up. I don't want game overs. Meta Knight does not over his game. Whoa! Okay. Let's kill you. And just keep on trucking. Ow. Well, I'm definitely in danger of losing a life. Hey, it's me! Well, I guess I got my answer for that. It's just me. Meta Knight is attacking Meta Knight with the Meta Knight forces. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that they just had another Meta Knight there. If anything, what I was honestly expecting for this was just the enemies would appear. After all, it did say that this is Meta Knight just kind of practicing his swordplay. It would make sense for him to use his own goons for that purpose. Okay, you're getting on my nerves, mister. Can I stab you from down here? Probably. Yes. Those guys are actually extremely dangerous to Meta Knight. When I can't just eat these guys, they're kind of a pain. Rude. They're kind of a pain. Okay, let's patch up past the fishies real quick. And there we go. Alright, stage 4. I forget where the first button appears. I know it's in the Butter Building. I know it's in World 3. I think it's in, like, 3, 2 or something, like stage 2 in World 3. I'm mainly bringing that up because that's also when we first have to encounter the gray blocks. And I'm wondering, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, will Meta Knight's powered up sword be able to handle it? I'm still gonna wager yes. But at the same time, most of the stuff that's locked behind those buttons is bonus stuff that Meta Knight isn't able to interact with. You know, like the bomb rally or the air grind. There's like a couple that are for the warp stars, which he can use to warp between worlds, but other than that, it's mostly useless for him. So, one could argue that they wouldn't need to give him that ability, since it's never required to bypass to get through a stage, but it's only required for optional stuff. So, who knows? Who knows? Either way, we're getting closer to finding out. Just got one more stage here. Looks like Meta Knight can still go to the arenas, which does make sense. Even though he can't benefit from the powers inside, the tomatoes would still be a benefit. Although, marginally, given his, low health. What can you do? Alright, get past the wheelie pit. I'm just gonna get past it. Enemies with projectiles are going to be Meta Knight's absolute bane in most situations. Yeah, I know there was a hidden door down there. I just did not feel like taking that risk. Oh, here is our chance to answer. Yup, he can just cut through. But his dash doesn't do it. It has to be one of his swings or stabs. Like his up or down stab. Anyways, there's another one there, and I'm gonna get it. There we go. One up acquired. Let's keep on going. Ouch. Got attacked by the umbrella. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. So, leave that. Yep, I saw him getting ready to explodinate. You know, let's grab that health. There we go. I wonder, is it? No, okay, yeah, no, because I've tried a few times with Kirby to attack the ones on top of the tomato without hitting the tomato. I don't think you can actually do that. I think the only way to get the tomato is to eat it. Which means for those enemies, that's another thing that Meta Knight can't do, because he can't eat. Anyways, Painter Boy! Get over here. Ow. Okay, one thing I gotta remember is, with Meta Knight's sword swings, he inches forward. Very, very slowly. So I gotta be careful when I'm just haphazardly slicing away at a boss. Otherwise, well, you saw what happened. I just kind of inched my way into him and one step closer to my own death. Whoa, okay, no, avoid the umbrellas. Dang it. Stupid D's. Stupid Waddle Dees. Ouch. Okay, let's break us a clock. Ouch. Yeah, see, it just happened again, because I wasn't paying attention. I was just slicing away without a care in the world. I've only got one hit. I would very much like to not get hurt. Okay, so we have our first instance of a button. This one is easy. Break all the stuff. Whoop! Button. And yeah, pretty much operates exactly the same as it does with Kirby. Even heals me up, which is, you know, nice. I'm not too surprised about it, but it's still good to have that established. So that pretty much just leaves the last mystery of what's going to happen with the bosses, the later one. You know what? That also makes me think. I'm going to wager that there's not going to be a battle against Nightmare. Simply because for that, Kirby has a unique power. And I don't see them giving that to Meta Knight just so he could have that same boss fight. That's probably unique to Kirby. That being said, I would prefer it if I was wrong. I would also prefer it if I could actually go up without getting caught on the stairs. There is something different about the way Meta Knight controls in the air compared to Kirby, and it throws me off so much. It is also worth noting that, unlike Kirby, I can't use up on the D-pad to, float. Because Meta Knight doesn't float, he flies with wings. You know, I think that's actually what it is. Kirby is very floaty while he's flying because he's a balloon full of air. And as such, when he's not actively moving up, he's going down at a slower pace. Not Meta Knight. He's always going down according to full gravity. There was no reason for me to go in there. That sucks. But yeah, I think it's that combined with the fact that I can't use up that I keep getting thrown for a loop with Meta Knight's flight. That makes sense. Ooh, okay. You. Get the beta. And get the one-up. At least that's easy to get. Hey, it's Bugsy. Oh. Ow. Rude Beetle! Rude Beetle! Oh, man. Bosses like Bugsy are not fun to fight with weapons like Sword. Even if it does extra damage. Ugh. Like, I'd rather have something like, I don't know, Laser or Cutter to deal with him. But when you gotta get up close and personal and they like to charge at you... I saw it happening right as I instigated the down stab, and I knew Meta Knight was dead. I knew he was dead before even he knew. Alright, let's just stick to the low road, cut Sir Kibble, cut the Scarfy, and get out of the building. Moving on to stage 3. No. Up the ladder, you dingus! Whew, boy. It is weird that this actually does feel a little harder. Just because of how he handles. But it's still going by so much faster because there's no power switching. There's no power juggling. It's just you and a sword. Ooh, I want that tomato. I want that one-up more. I don't think I ever found this room as Kirby. Because I feel like I would have remembered a jerk move like what just happened there. Jeez. Alright, well, let's just get to the exit. That's it for that stage. Moving on to stage 4. Keep on climbing the building, Meta Knight. Fly with your still image. Oh, looks like we have to challenge ourselves again. Meta Knight, you should really stop beating yourself up. Or at the very least, stop sending people to do it for you. It is not conducive to your own survival. You know, now I'm really wondering if we are just going to end up having to fight Meta Knight as Meta Knight. And that is going to be so confusing because they're going to look exactly the same. Oh man, this room... This room is tricky when you don't have Kirby's balloonness. Meta Knight is completely unaffected by the wind, which makes absolutely no sense, I might add. If anything, he might have a little bit more jump height, but it didn't feel like it. Anyways, we have candy, so let's just fly as fast as we can. Just go through everything I can without... There we go, okay. I made it up to a bonkers. Whew! I almost got hurt by bonkers there. Ouch. Stupid bonkers. I guess he can also pound pegs with his sword hit too. His sword doubles as a hammer. I mean, I guess if you were to strike it with the flat of the blade, it could work like one. If so, that has definitely got to be one sturdy weapon. Oh! Ah. As soon as I realized what was happening there, a little too late. Ah, not this time, though. Okay. Yep, just had to wait for it to shoot. The tomato. I don't know why I stumbled on the word tomato, but I did. Ouch. Alright, let's get the drink. Thank you, Shatzo. Ouch. There's a door in here, right? Yeah. Is there a tomato or something? Or something! Heck yeah, or something. Big button. I actually completely forgot about this button. Another instance of why I wonder there is a energy drink in that room, considering you can't get the drink and not get the button. Ooh. This is also kind of interesting, because there's one room like this that has a secret door in it, so you have to know where that door is, because you can't light the room as Meta Knight. That's going to be interesting, because I remember that room has a button. And if you want to get all the buttons, which, believe me, I do, then I'm going to have to find it in the dark. I mean, it won't be that hard. And I do remember I want to go this way for the one-up. And boss time! Alright, Meta Knight, let's myrtleize the sun and the moon. I guess we're starting with the sun. Okay. Slice, slice, slice. No, no, don't you inch ever closer to me, Mr. Moon. Awesome. Alright. So I think I'm actually going to call it here for the moment. But considering the pace this has been going, we're probably going to finish Meta Nightmare Mode next time. Again, it's just kind of going through the motions as Meta Knight, but it is fun in its own way. Either way, thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.